You know what? To not make you guys watch too long of a video so you can cut it up easily, I'll make this a two-part video. I was gonna put this all together, but so this is the first video where I just talk about how I eat and how I train on my days in between the fasting on this cut. I'm cutting on an aggressive cut with prolonged fasting, but in between I gotta eat and train, right? So this is the video where I talk about how I do it. The other part I'll show you when I actually train and what I do specifically. All right. I'm really tired today. It's been a very great week, but a long week. I actually feel like this might be the best week of my life, to be honest. Very grateful for everything going so well with the training, with the job, with the fasting, the cut, with the YouTube videos. Yeah, just a lot of stuff that's falling into place right now. So today, like I said, we're gonna have a very visual episode. I did film one set of every exercise I did on yesterday's full body workout. So I thought we're gonna do the visual stuff at the end, and I'll just start. Two questions seem to be coming up on my videos lately, what people wanna know. And it's both how I eat on the days I actually do eat and how I train when I train. So for the eating, I've eaten 3 days this week. Now we're on Sunday. I ate Monday and Wednesday, and I was gonna eat Friday and Sunday, train full body on those days and fast on the other days. But something came up. I was invited to grill dinner yesterday at a buddy's place. And so it just fit better in every way to extend the fast and not break the fast on Friday and go through until yesterday on Saturday. So the 3 eating days, and I've eaten on the eating days 3,500 to 5,000 calories, probably 5,000 yesterday is where I ended up. So for this, when I do the kind of extreme fasting, the prolonged fasting, chaining several fasts, you know, I don't think too much about the daily eating window. I've said I try, if it would be possible. Like at one of the days, I think I got it in 8 hours, because that's what I usually do if I just maintain or bulk and eat many days in a row. It's the 8-hour eating window I go for. But so take yesterday. The thing is, even though if the eating window is a little longer, you know, there's going to be long fasting. Now I'm fasting for another 42 hours or so. So I'm not, it doesn't, if it's 10 or 8, it doesn't matter too much, right? But the thing I never do is I don't go and snack during the time I eat. No matter how many meals and how big window, it's always, not best lighting. But, no matter how long the eating window is on that day, it's meals. When I eat at least 1,000 calories, you know. So yesterday, I broke the fast at between 9 and 10 in the morning. I had some kefir, sour milk kind of, with protein powder and maltodextrin, carbs as a powder form, blueberries and raspberries, Rice Krispies, rice puffs for mostly consistency. And so why that meal? I eat mostly whole foods. I have a very clean diet. That's like the most synthetic or whatever processed thing in my diet. But I like the protein powders. I do well with them. I know if I have just one of these on a day, this I just told you, I'll do good. If I have more than that, it can mess with my gut. But so about 100 grams of carbs from the maltodextrin, 40 grams of protein from the protein powder, already some protein and carb in the kefir, you know, the berries. So probably, and I would have had some more juice and stuff there, but I forgot to buy it, so I just had it later. Had a cucumber too. So probably maybe 1,000 calories on that meal. And then I went down, I had a bath, bought some more food. So a couple 2-3 hours later, I had some rice and some herring actually, like fried, or I don't know what it's called, but when it's kind of that surface, it's not fried, but panerad på svenska. And I didn't feel like having it all. But I put it on a plate, had some, but didn't want to have an overly full gut because I was going to the gym pretty soon. And then I went to the gym, come back to the workout in a bit. But afterwards, I finished the rice and herring with some additional rice and like 300 grams of ground beef. So 3 deciliters of rice now in total, like 320 grams of the herring, 300 grams of the meat. And then I went to my, so 3 meals so far, by the way. And then I went to my buddy where we just had a lot of meat. I bought some ox, actually, you know, rewarded myself on this week with a nicer bit of meat than I usually have. And yeah, we just ate I ate a whole lot of meat there. I don't even know how much. Probably like at least half a kilo of more ground beef, 400 grams of that ox, potato salad, stuff, you know. And yeah, that's right. With the previous meal, the one with the herring and beef at home before I went to my buddy, I had a lot of juice too, orange juice and cranberry juice. And yeah, that was basically what I had yesterday. I had some dark chocolate, that's right, with kefir and stuff, just because I found some and it's not too bad, you know. I wanted to get some more carbs in, and dark chocolate was a good choice for that. So that's about how I eat. Like, it ended up becoming 4 meals yesterday in maybe a 10-hour eating window or so. Yeah, and for the training, so I'll give you kind of a template. This is where because you got to realize that I've been doing this stuff, experimenting so much that with myself, I don't really have to have a very structured plan all the time. I know my body, myself too well, so I can kind of improvise a lot. But I can tell you what's like the foundation for the workouts, the way I think it. And then I've done this before actually on a similar routine, exactly the foundation. But now I would consider myself more advanced, and so you gotta think, when you see my workout later, it's a little on feel, you know, what I picked there. But you know, for the bulk, it was more structured. I did push-pull legs twice a week, higher volume total per week training. And then I had more of a structure to it because I'm really trying to pack on mass. Now, I just try to go through the whole body, and you know, I maybe can even make some gains in some exercises that I've done. 2 of these workouts now, I've actually made some progress, but it's more about making sure I stimulate the whole body. And I got calves yesterday though, but you know, stimulate every muscle in order to, you know, crank up protein synthesis, if not make gains, at least, you know, maintain muscle while we cut. So the foundation of the workout is 1 horizontal pulling movement. Okay, so I always mess up this with a horizontal and vertical, but I'll probably put some text here too. A more visual episode, I said. So for the foundation, you want 1 vertical pulling movement, like a pull-up or something, 1 horizontal pulling movement. Same with presses, 1 horizontal, 1 vertical, 1 hip hinging movement, and 1 squat movement. And if you do 3 sets of each of these, this is a great foundation, as long as the intensity in the set is there, you know. So so to give some examples for what that might look like, it's so say a vertical pulling movement, like a pull up or a lat pull down, for instance. Horizontal, like a barbell row, maybe some kind of face pull, something like that. For the horizontal press, you know, barbell bench press, some bench pressing machine. Vertical press, a shoulder press with dumbbells or a barbell. And a hip hinge movement, something like a deadlift, Romanian deadlift, hip thrust. And a squat can be a barbell squat, any kind of squat, lunges, Bulgarian split squats, and stuff like that. So that's the foundation, really. But then, okay, so I'm running out of time. I don't have so much now. Maybe I put some commentary on my workout, but you see there, with all that volume, and thinking in that way, you're gonna hit like almost every muscle. Like there's no really calves there, or there's really no mid-delt there, but I do mid-delt in mine. And yeah, I'm gonna need to put some commentary, but maybe I'll just also let the clips roll for a bit. And then we can end with a little footage from the Swedish archipelago, or however you say that, from yesterday. Very nice weather and environment. I was in yesterday. But yeah, so yeah, I think that's there you go. There you know kind of how I think about my eating and training on the eating days on this aggressive cut with a lot of prolonged fasting. This is what I do in between the fasting. Okay, so let's cut. Minor little. So I have some funny footage here with some buddies, and there's some rap music, and just so you know, it's some underground Swedish music. It's actually Swedish guys pretending to be like foreigners that are really aggressive against Swedish people. And I know this is just for fun. I even know who those guys were, but this is like 12 years ago something. They made all this and put online. But it's really funny, and so if any Swede gets upset about some naughty words there, it's just for fun. We've been listening to them for years. All right.
Lite klister och bli stämplad och legister. Alex väckar sutten men blazar inte upp den. Från micken.
Det här är bra grej.
Som 12-åring första gången rökte hasch. Och sen dess blir jag fast, ni förstår inte ens jag vara flummig. Därför köper jag rött fram min sista 100.
Hörni boys, hur var det i vattnet? Jabbar, skönt att vara eller?
Men jag fick en kall
Dålig fokus.
när jag hoppade.
Men det var fett värt att simma dit och bara simma dit och gå upp där, det var helt lugnt.
Ja, det är
Det
det.
var så här sten.
Ja, då är det. Kolla shit. Kolla på det här alltså. Wow.
Otherwise I would have offered you mine.